Growing up, I've always considered myself as an introvert. You know, the type that recharges at home and just don't like crowds.
You see, I hate small talk so much so that it's easier to just let other people do the talking, which led to me being called the invisible guy. But over time, as I found more other introvert friends who are going through the same thing, and if introvert friends are able to make friends with the same kind of energy,
it begs the question, are we really all introverts? I'm sure we can all remember some moments in our lives where we want to say something, but maybe it's the environment or the people around you, and then you just don't feel like opening your mouth. And then we just retreat into this mold that we're so comfortable with, and I can understand and relate how much courage it takes to just step out of the comfort zone and to just get out of that mold. But then suddenly you have some moments where you're so comfortable that your confidence just spikes. Your heart is racing, you have so much adrenaline rushing through your veins. I'm sure we can all relate as introverts because we know what it's like to be an introvert, and we sort of can understand how lonely it must be for some of us out there. Then does that mean that we are all extroverted in our own way? We're just waiting for the right moment. So this next scene is supposed to be me showing off a few scenes from the Never Strangers party that I recently attended. Never Strangers is an event where singles come together and they will use AI to try to match you with a potential partner. The original plan was for me to go and film a few shots of me meeting new strangers, getting out of my comfort zone to like inspire you. But what I realized was Singaporeans don't like to be on camera. So instead of a nice way to end off an introverted, extroverted video where I ask you to get out of your comfort zone, I just want you to look back on the friends that you have or have had in the past.
How did you guys become friends in the first place? Was it because you all didn't manage to find a clique back in school? Maybe it's the shared hobbies that you have with each other. It's funny nowadays, you don't even need to meet your friends to know what they're doing. And when you do meet them, the connection doesn't feel as deep as it once was. Is this what adulthood is like? So, do all my friends leave me eventually?
I've been overthinking this topic for the past few weeks now, and it all boils down to the courage that you must have. As introverts, we have the fear of saying the wrong thing, we have the anxiety, and I think most of all, the fear of even changing the dynamics of a friendship, like losing your friends. But one thing I realized in my 20s is that it's inevitable for your friends to come and go. Once we accept the inevitable, all of these vulnerabilities will just be easier to accept. And then we can see the whole world of possibilities out there if we just open up our mouths and speak up. I think it's easy to categorize ourselves into introverts and extroverts, these two camps. But the reality is, as we grow older in our 20s, the lines start to get blurred. Because as we encounter more social situations, the more experiences we get in meeting new people, and for me, the less fearful I'll be when I meet new people. And so, if that's the case, I'm pretty sure that eventually you'll find the people that you're comfortable with, and you won't be afraid to be as vulnerable anymore. At least, that's what I think. So,